Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. The wizarding world was on edge. A dangerous man named Sirius Black had done the impossible. He had escaped from Azkaban, the most terrifying prison in existence. Posters with his gaunt, yelling face were plastered everywhere, warning that he was looking for Harry. As the sun set, the shadows grew long and cold, whispering of a dark secret that had been locked away for 12 long years. On the journey to Hogwarts, the air suddenly turned to ice. Dark, hooded figures known as Dementors glided onto the train, searching for the escapee. They were soul-sucking creatures that fed on human happiness, leaving nothing but cold despair in their wake. Harry felt his strength vanish as a Dementor loomed over him, its rattling breath echoing in the cramped carriage. To protect himself, Harry sought help from the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Professor Lupin. In a quiet, candlelit room, Lupin taught Harry the Patronus Charm, a difficult piece of magic that conjures a guardian of pure light. "Concentrate on your happiest memory," Lupin encouraged. Slowly, a thin wisp of silver vapor began to leak from the tip of Harry's wand. Trouble seemed to follow Harry everywhere. He spotted a massive, shaggy black dog, the Grim, lurking in the shadows, a supposed omen of death. But hope came in the form of the Marauder's Map, a magical parchment given to him by friends. It showed every secret hallway of the school and the footsteps of everyone inside, moving like tiny ink dots across the paper. While visiting the snowy village of Hogsmeade, Harry overheard a devastating truth. He learned that Sirius Black had once been the best friend of his father, James Potter. The world felt like it was crashing down when he heard that Sirius had supposedly betrayed his parents to the Dark Lord. Standing alone in the freezing wind, Harry's heart burned with a mixture of grief and a new, fierce anger. A series of chaotic events led Harry, Ron, and Hermione to the Shrieking Shack, a dusty, creaking house on the edge of the grounds. There, they finally came face to face with Sirius Black. He looked ragged and desperate, but instead of attacking, he begged them to listen. Harry stood his ground, wand trembling, unsure if he was looking at a murderer or something else entirely. The truth was stranger than any fiction. Professor Lupin arrived and revealed that the traitor wasn't Sirius, but Ron's pet rat, Scabbers. With a flash of magic, the rat transformed into a cowering man named Peter Pettigrew. Harry and Ron watched in utter disbelief as the man they thought was a friend was revealed to be the one who had truly betrayed Harry's parents. As they led the traitor back to the castle, the clouds parted to reveal a full moon. Professor Lupin, who had forgotten his potion, began to change. His body stretched and twisted, his human features melting into those of a wolf. In the chaos of the transformation, Pettigrew took his chance, turned back into a rat, and vanished into the dark woods. To save Sirius from a terrible fate, Harry and Hermione used a magical time turner. They spun back through the hours, reaching the forest just as the Dementors attacked. Harry stepped forward, knowing he had to be his own hero. He shouted the incantation, and a magnificent silver stag burst from his wand, charging forward to drive the shadows away. With the Dementors defeated, Harry and Hermione helped Sirius climb onto the back of Buckbeak, a majestic hippogriff. As they soared into the night sky, Sirius thanked Harry for believing him. Sirius was free, and though he had to stay in hiding, Harry felt a warmth in his chest he hadn't felt before. He had found family, the truth, and a glimmer of hope for the future.